I just need one more rebound, one more shot.
You guys hear me all right?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. I've got Lexy and Tosh for you.
All right, Lexy, I'll go first to you. Career high in scoring tonight. Did you know that you had your career high when you got that ball on the fast break with 2 minutes or so left?
No, I just knew I was hot at the time, so I was gonna shoot if I was open.
Yeah, it was like, yo, what you did.
And then, that 3-pointer must have felt pretty good, right? I saw on the replay, Coach Annan got really excited on the bench. I bet he knew that was your career high.
I guess they did. I really didn't know, but.
And then, your plus minus was plus 33 tonight. That was a team high. Did it feel like the team was just firing on all cylinders when you were out there?
Honestly, no, not just when I was out there. I thought after our first quarter, I thought we all played really well. I guess we just have to figure out that first quarter, but no, I feel like we all played pretty well together.
Yeah, what was it about this game that helped you and the team play so well after after that first quarter?
I don't really know. Normally, we'd never really start off very good, and that's something we're trying to work on. But I don't know. I think it's like a mental block with our first quarters. I don't know what it is.
And then my last question for you is, do you think it was your best game of the season?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know, honestly.
Tasha, do you think it was her best game of the season?
Yes, by far. She was shooting the ball.
And then for you, it's always got to be a great feeling when a teammate sets a career high, right?
Yes, always. I was like, yes, Slim! I was just so hyped.
Now, what's the story about the Slim nickname again?
I don't know.
Oh, you see, okay. This woman who wants to work here, her name was Pat. She was like, she's kind of slim. I was like, slim.
I don't know, but it stuck fast.
Yeah, because look at her, she looks like slim.
Hey, Lexy, I feel all of that. I am always trying to put on weight. So, Tasha, I'll ask you real quick. No 20? You couldn't get to 20 in either category?
Listen, the last time I was in, the rebound wouldn't come to me. And my free throws were just, they're 3 for 5. I don't know. It's just,
I saw you gave a hug to Coach Littell when you checked out, and you got a pretty big round of applause from the fans with 3 minutes to go. Was that just, appreciation, or what was that all about, you think?
I don't know. It was just a great feeling overall.
Awesome. Well, thanks both. Congrats on the good games, guys. Thank you.
Hey, Lexy. So first thing I'll ask you is, whenever you're shooting threes, is it more something you kind of feel like as it's going, like the rhythm of it, or is this more of a, I've done this every time, I can do this?
Well, honestly, I know my job is to shoot threes. When I'm in, I know during a game, if I'm in rhythm, I have a good chance of it going in. But I haven't been very confident in my shot lately. But so it was good to get my confidence back a little bit.
What in particular has kind of given you more confidence over the course of the last, I don't know, few weeks at least?
What was the question? What was the first part of that?
What has given you more confidence with your shot just in the last few weeks?
Honestly, I've just been staying after practice and working on it. Some of my teammates have been rebounding for me and shooting with me, so just all of them just still hype me up all the time, even when I miss. That's really given me confidence.
And I mean, speaking of, you didn't really miss hardly at all in this one. I mean, just you were 7 of 10 from the floor. What is that? Is that something that you can build on, or is that kind of an individual game approach?
Honestly, I've kind of in the beginning of the season, I kind of just set myself just as a 3-point shooter, and that's kind of easy to guard sometimes. So I've kind of been trying to mix in some mid-range or driving, stuff like that, make it harder to guard.
And then Tasha, I'll ask you, whenever this game kind of started, I think for the most part, Kansas was right in this game for the first quarter at least. But then that second quarter started, and it looked like there was a little bit more separation. And then the second half, we all know what happened. What do you think was the main reason that the game kind of went the way it did?
I don't know what it is about us in first quarters. We just don't get along, and so we just stuck together, kept working as a team, kept sharing the ball, kept taking care of each other.
And especially saying that this game was played on Saturday as well as the second one today. What did you kind of did you compare these two games at all, or were they completely different games and no real similarities for you guys?
No, it's kind of the same. Just a couple things changed, but usually when teams play each other back to back, you can't really change whatever's within the time frame.
And then Kurse Gator had a pretty solid first quarter for Kansas, but it looked like for the most part after that it was kind of negated. What did you guys do schematically against her from the second quarter on?
After that, we just stayed on her and located everywhere she went. We made sure somebody was on her.
Thank you, Tasha.
You're welcome.
Lexy, so I'll start with you, as I know that from what I understand, Taylon is your best friend. So could you talk a little bit about just the heart and hustle that she brings to the game?
Yeah, Tay. So we're always with each other, but just like the work that she puts in behind the scenes, that kind of goes unnoticed in some places. But I don't know. She brings energy every day. She's a hype man. Even when she's not doing well, she's a hype man. She's always cheering for us. I don't know. Yeah, she always brings energy.
So what would you have to say about how she crashed the offensive glass tonight? In the second half, in the first half, excuse me, she created a bunch of second chance opportunities for y'all.
I don't know. Yeah, she's been working on going to glass a lot more, and that's something we've talked about too, as just friends, just outside of basketball. That's something she wanted to get better at. I think she's doing really well at it now.
Cool, thank you.
Anything else for the girls?
Yeah, I got a quick one real for you, Ryan. Tasha, 4-game win streak. Give me a pulse. Like, how's the team feeling? How's the confidence like as a team?
It's feeling great. We take it game by game. We're gonna enjoy this victory, but tomorrow we gotta get back and go to work.
And Lexy, you personally, 19 points tonight, as we touched on. How do you carry on? How much confidence does that give you moving forward?
Like I said a little bit earlier, I did get my confidence back a lot more, and like other people said, like when I hesitate, I don't shoot as well, and then that's just not good for me.
Gotcha. Well, I appreciate the time.
Thanks, guys. I've got Coach here ready to go. Thank you, ladies.
Welcome.
Get some rest. Take
Oh,
the night
yeah.
off.
So, slam with 19. Yeah, my fourth.
Hey, you guys are maybe coming back into that primary contact stages, where the 90 days are up, so you guys stay away from everybody too.
I don't get tested.
I'm supposed to say I love you, Coach. See you guys.
Hi there, Coach.
How we doing, guys?
Pretty good.
Kind of the same tale as the first game that we played them, where we started slow, about the identical score, and got going a little better in the second quarter, and then had another great second half. But we got to figure out that first quarter. If we could figure that out, I think we got a chance to be a good ball club. But can't continue to dig yourself out of holes against quality teams. So we'll just try to get everybody's nerves under control a little bit earlier and get a calmness about us where we could play. We've been fine the last two games defensively, but we've been a little inept offensively, and just can't do that even starting Saturday against Oklahoma, because they're so explosive. They score the basketball so well that we're gonna have to guard well, but we're gonna have to score the basketball from the get-go. They're a team that's averaging in the 80s or as of lately, and just got to get where we play 4 quarters. But I thought very explosive, like the way we shared the ball. 21 assists on 30 buckets. 16 turnovers is too many. We didn't do a very good job of that, but made some nice adjustments. They had 8 free throws in about the first 7 minutes of the game, and we quit fouling. Went to the matchup zone a little bit and quit fouling so much off of it, and they only got three free throws and the rest of the way out. And Holly tore us up in the first half, and our kids did a good job of recognizing where she was in the second half. But good win. Feels good to keep going. Second chance points, 20-4. Transition points, 27-2. It's probably the difference in the ballgame.
Coach, I thought one of the reasons that y'all started to pull away a little bit in the second half was Lexy Keys. She had a plus minus of 33 tonight, plus 33. What do you think made her so successful out there tonight?
She's put in time. She's put in time, and she's staying after and shooting with a coach every day or a manager every day. And the game rewards people that put in the time. Those guys that live in the batting cages, they get rewarded by that. Shooters that spend time, they get rewarded by it. And she went through a little bit of time where she lost a lot of confidence and just had to get it back. And you got to continue to believe in those kids, and they got to believe in themselves. And you see that a little bit in Natoya, that she struggled early, but she's playing and helping us right now. Just so many things. Jamie Asbury, 15 points, 3 threes, but I'm proud of 8 assists and no turnovers. That's just huge for our club. She's been running our group all year long and having a great year. I mean, that's the transformation of our program right there. Besides Mack, what Jamie Asbury's done has been really incredible this year.
And career high 19 points for Lexy Keys tonight. That's a pretty big number for any player, but especially a freshman, right?
Oh, that's a great night for anybody, and for a freshman, it's really good. She played with a calmness tonight and a confidence level and no hesitation. She had, and this is hard, guys. When you play with somebody like Mack, you got a tendency that you want to put the ball above your head and throw it to them every time. And that is not good for shooters. Shooters have got to look shot first. If we don't have it, then we want to get Mack a lot of touches. And I think she's changed her mentality a little bit, that I'm going to look for shot first, and then I've got Mack down there all the time. And Mack doesn't care. She's a great teammate. 19 points, 19 rebounds. Wow. Incredible night.
And my last quick question for you is, do you use Tasha's favorite nickname of Slim for Lexy, or do you just stick with Lexy?
No, I call her Little One.
Little One. I like it.
I've called her Little One since she's been there, but it's fun. It's fun for all of them. We got great kids that enjoy each other, and they enjoy each other's success. And when one of them has a good night, they're all bragging on the other one and celebrating each other's success. And it's pretty amazing when you don't care who gets the credit, good things can happen.
Thanks, Coach.
Hey, Coach, just got a quick question for you. A lot of teams this season are having to play opponents back-to-back and sometimes on consecutive days. How is it different to play a team twice in a row, and what are some of the advantages and disadvantages?
Well, the advantage is you're very familiar with what they're going to do because you played them 2 days ago. So you understand the scout. You don't have to reestablish a scout and go over that again. Coach Annan does a really good job on the scouts and getting the kids prepared defensively for what we're going to do. So that's an advantage. Disadvantage, I don't like it from the standpoint when you beat somebody pretty big, then you've got to get your kids back up again and have them respect the process and respect the new game that you're playing and get them to recognize that the game last Saturday doesn't mean anything. It's a new challenge. The team's probably going to play better, and that's a disadvantage in my opinion. Advantage, familiar scout.
Coach, so could you touch a little bit just about overall about how Taylon Collins, just how she brings so much heart and hustle to every game that she plays?
You know, Tay's an energy kid. Got some offensive boards at times that kept possessions alive, and tremendous athlete, and the things that she does on the defensive end of the floor, pretty astounding for a young kid. And she's going to continue to get better. We got to work on her game and continue to get her better. But she's another one that is a great teammate, enjoys her teammates, and you can count on her to play hard every night.
Yes, sir. So you touched on it for a brief second, but could you talk a little bit about her offensive rebounding in the first half and what it did for y'all?
Well, she wasn't doing that early, and we've talked about that, and I think she's starting to realize that helps her team out to create extra possessions, and you know, that's something that she could do. As athletic as she is, she needs to anticipate shots. When Mack turns, she needs to go to the glass. When Mack gets double teamed, she needs to get to an open spot. But she's athletic enough that she can create a lot of things and extra possessions for our team.
Yes, sir. And then also we saw her dive for that loose ball. Could you touch on just a little bit about her will to go get any ball and kind of that mindset that she has?
Well, we expect that out of all of our kids, you know, get the one on the ground first gets the ball. And it's just a tough mindset, but she's been raised by a coach, athletic family. Mom and dad were athletes. Dad played here. Terry Collins was the workhorse on a Final Four team here that was a great defender, and Tay brings the same type of mentality to the game as well.
Thank you, Coach. Excellent win tonight.
Anything else?
Yeah, Coach, I have another one quick for you. A little 4-game win streak. Tasha told me earlier that she's feeling great about where the team's at right now. Do you kind of feel that same sentiment? And also, you know, what have you been doing in these 4 games that have made you so successful across like a couple weeks?
Well, we've been practicing well, but we've shortened our practices up a little bit and make sure that these kids are staying fresh. I talked to them that you know, I'll go an hour and 10 minutes if it's sharp and we're locked in and we're focused. And this is the time of year that you don't need to spend a lot of time on the floor. It needs to be quality instead of quantity.
Gotcha. Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys.